Now that you created a supplier, you can create ingredients for your recipes and menu items. Tap the menu icon in the top left and tap Ingredients. We have none on our list as you can see, so we will tap the plus in the bottom right. You can see the information that we'll need to input. Across the top of the screen, you will see that there is a dashboard with values that will be calculated as we build the ingredient. Something that we all need in a pizzeria is cheese. First, we'll add the name, Grande East Coast Blend. Supplier is an optional field. If we tap on the drop-down arrow, we can see Distributor A, set up from our supplier tutorial. So we can tap on Distributor A to select them. Master unit is how we buy the ingredient. In this example, cheese, we buy it by the case. Let's click on the drop-down arrow to see available units. If you buy a product by a custom unit that is not on the list, you can tap the blank space on the top and enter a custom value. We are going to click on Case. The next field is Cost. How much does a case cost? We grab an invoice from our supplier to confirm our cost, and we are going to enter $90. The base unit defines how that case is packed. By clicking on the drop-down, we can see available units. Just like master units, if needed, you can enter your own custom field at the top. In this scenario, cheese is packed by the pound, so we will select that. Now it will ask us how many pounds are in a case. In this example, we will enter that there are 30 pounds in a case of Grande East Coast Blend. The next field is portion unit. How is this product portioned on a pizza? We can see a variety of options by clicking the drop-down arrow. With cheese, we portion this out by the ounce. The next question is how many ounces are in a pound? You might think this is a simple question that the app should know, but we keep this wide open to allow for those custom master and base units. We'll enter that there are 16 ounces in a pound. Finally, select the bubble if this ingredient is a topping, which it is. The app now asks which type of topping this is. We can click the drop-down to select cheese. This will help us later when we get to suggested ingredients and suggested portions. We have successfully added Grande East Coast Blend cheese. We see that cheese is $90 a case, which comes to $3 a pound and 19 cents per ounce. These numbers are rounded to 2 decimal places using standard rounding methods. When we click on Save, we can see that we have Grande East Coast Blend on our ingredient list at $3 per pound or $90 per case. Next week, if your invoice for cheese comes in at $95 per case, you can update very easily by doing a left swipe to update the case cost. Adjust it to $95 and resave. The changes are made on your mobile device, but the data is stored in the cloud, so it does take a moment for processing. You will receive a message to wait up to a minute for all calculations to update throughout the app. You can now see the cost is updated to $95 per case or $3.17 per pound. If you left swipe again, you can see that you can update by the pound. You can duplicate the item or you can delete the ingredient. If you don't want to make changes, you can right swipe to return to the ingredient list. Let's add another item. This time, we are going to add a 12-inch pizza box. The ingredient name is 12-inch box. We'll use Distributor A for the supplier. We buy this by the bundle. When we click on the drop-down, we can see that it is not a selection. We can select the blank entry at the top and manually enter bundle as a master unit. Now it will ask how much does this bundle cost. We will enter $20 for a bundle of boxes. How is this case packed? We use these by the each. Each pizza gets 1 box, so we will click on the arrow, choose each. It is bundled by the each. How many eaches are per bundle? There are 50 pizza boxes per bundle. How is this item portioned? We portion by the each. Each per each is a somewhat confusing question. In this situation, when something is packed by the each and you're using it by the each, it will be 1. There is 1 each per each. Since this is not a topping, we will not select that option. Click Save. Here we have 12-inch pizza boxes at 40 cents per box or $20 per bundle. Let's do one more example. We'll add sliced black olives. Ingredient name, Add the ingredient name as sliced black olives. Supplier, we will select Distributor A. Master unit, we buy these by the case, which includes 6 number 10 cans. Case cost, the case costs $30. Base unit, this is packed by the can, which we can add as a custom base unit. Cans per case, there are 6 cans per case. Portion unit, we portion them by the ounce. Ounces per can, look for the net drain weight on the can or weigh the olives excluding the brine yourself. In our example, we will use 70 ounces as the net drain weight. Select that this ingredient is a topping. Topping type, select veggies. Finally, click Save. So, here we have sliced black olives at $30 per case, $5 per can, and each ounce is 7 cents. Now we have 3 different examples, showing how you would set up ingredients and highlighting different scenarios that you might encounter.